It's a beautiful day to go boating, right? Hey, we got to show you what this boat's made of. It's a 1550 Stabicraft. I've been wanting to run one of these for a while. We picked a good day for it. Let's go try it out. Now we're not in super rough water. Maybe we can churn something up and then pound through it and see how the hull does with that deep V design and the sponson or the pontoons around the edges to give it some stability. One of the coolest features on this little boat is the ability to open this front windshield all the way up at a 90 degrees. For getting to the front of the boat, it couldn't be better. You could even fish out of the front of this boat. But right now, it's time to run this boat. You can see it's been snowing and I'm completely comfortable inside. There's no heat source or anything. And even on this little boat, because this bow is opened up, there's a lot of room in here. I got these little footstools that make it real comfortable, and I'm sitting up really high. I mean, I'm in a 16-foot boat and I'm way up off the water. So you really feel in control. Even being inside, there's enough window around you. You can see when you're coming up on things. They have heavy hardware, a nice stanchion on the front of the boat with the bow or anchor roller, all included, and a rail. It's all integrated in. It looks nice, but it's always very functional too for situating the boat, moving it around, and positioning it. You notice the boat has a really deep V, as you'll see in the video here. That ride comes from this deep V. This is called a modified V, and it has a very deep entry on this bow. Catches air under these chambers, and that's what allows the boat to ride up higher in the water. That's what gives it a speed and fuel efficiency. This boat's about a 34-mile-an-hour boat with that 60 horsepower on it. It is a fairly heavy boat too. A nice little edge here to climb around on. The entrance into there through the bow, that's really slick. The canvas on these are second to none. I was looking through this, the way that they put all the snaps on, and it angles around all of the contours of the boat. Even has Velcro around the edges where it holds it tight so that you don't get any airflow through there. This is one of the warmest cabins, and there's no draft through it. Even while you're running the boat, it's very, very comfortable. The integrated tower, this will actually pull this pin out. This tower can lay down. This boat looks cool with the top on. We take that top down, and this boat looks like a jet fighter. It has a really low windshield, and it just looks really nice with the lines. It has the integrated rod holders into the tower, cup holders, rod holders already on the boat. If you look at the back on this boat too, you can see it has multiple drains here from the back. There's a floor in this is sealed above the water line. And so these could be all the way open and the boat would still stay fully buoyant, all the way above the water. As you know, this boat can take on as much water as you can put in it. There's videos all over the internet about this thing being filled up and still staying afloat and level as it's floating full of water. It's one thing to be able to say, hey, my boat can float because I got a bunch of foam in it, but it's another thing to actually have it sit upright when it's full of water too, and not just roll over because the buoyancy's down in the floor, not up in the side of the gunwales where they have it on the sides with the pontoons on this boat. The 60 Yamaha, great motor. Probably already know all about those. They use a lot of this decking. It's kind of like a sea deck that they have cut to fit all of the different areas. This gives you tons of traction, as well as it makes it nice because on this wide of a gunwale, you know people are going to be sitting on it, especially since this boat's so stable. People can get on the edges of it and it doesn't feel uncomfortable like, whoa, we're going to tip over. If you got a net of fish and everybody runs to the side to see, oh, whoa, what is it? You don't feel sketched because the boat's going to tip over. You feel stable still. And that's because your buoyancy's pushed way out to the edges on these. Come and look in this floor really quick and see what we're talking about with that sealed deck floor. It makes cleanup a whole lot easier, and that's sealed so it doesn't run down into a bilge. So you don't have a nappy, messy bilge underneath here. It does have a collection area in the back with a pump out right in the center and obviously a drain as well. This is a really neat boat. It'd be fun to go camping in, to use for the day. There's so many things you can do with this boat. Obviously coming up onto the shore, anywhere you want to go explore. This boat's awesome for it because you can just climb out that bow, but then you can bow through that window. You can just shut the window and you have full enclosure again. So this is extremely versatile. It's a very fun boat to play with, as you saw out there on the water. The ride out's phenomenal. We were trying to get this thing to slap with any little bit of wave we could put together, and the thing just would not pound. And a pound is when you get that reverb where boom. Could not get any of that out of this boat, which I can get out of about any boat. So that's pretty special on this particular boat. Does ride a little bit noisy though, so make sure you have some earplugs with you. Just kidding, it's not really that bad. But hey, no boat's perfect. And I'll tell you what, anybody that tells you every boat is perfect, they're probably trying to sell it to you. Actually, I am trying to sell you this boat. So yeah, it's perfect. It's a perfect boat. Yeah. So if this boat interests you or any of these other boats, I do boat sales at Marina. I'm Bobby Jensen, and we're in Florence, Oregon, on the Oregon coast. Pretty awesome place to come and visit, to come and find a boat. 10 different boat brands, so we probably find you something that you really like, the perfect boat for you, because everybody's got their perfect boat. It's always different than somebody else's perfect boat. So if any of these interest you, I'm all for it. Marina Boats in Florence. We have a store in Coos Bay too, so we got lots of inventory. Let me know, shoot me up a text message or a call or whatever, my mobile at 541-991-0977 here on the stream. Did I just say stream? I'm thinking of water. Screen. And Jackson will put that on there for you. So thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for watching today. Bobby out.